I came across this tweet and it really got me thinking actually about this particular issue. It's been something that we've been avoiding to really talk about because we really seem to really hate their idea a lot. Let's not ignore the fact that somebody said that this is a very good reason for divorce. You know, when you get married to somebody, who knows you totally hate the idea of being a pastor's wife as a woman, and then this person comes up tomorrow and tells you, babe, I think God is calling me to ministry, and then all of a sudden you have to become pastor's wife. That's the mommy Geo, that's what we call it. So I understand what is going on here because I think I can relate to a lot of fears that these ladies have. These ladies, there are a lot of people are afraid to be in that position where they have to be the pastor's wife because there's a level of perfection that the church actually expects of a pastor's wife, which these people cannot really deal with. You know, a pastor's wife is expected to be perfect and have no mistakes and no flaws. So I think the fact that ladies are scared to be in that position where they're expected to be perfect and not do the kind of things they want to do because they're pastor's wife, is going to limit them living their lives because they feel like they're living their lives to please somebody. These are fears that ladies have. I mean, all of us can relate, you know, that fear of being a perfect human being that obviously you are not. The fact that people have to judge you for, you know, making mere mistakes that other humans make. Does it pose as a problem for you? I feel that the thing in life is actually when people are being called into ministry, I don't think that you just wake up and you are being called. I feel like there's this thing inside of you that I've been telling you, you know, over and over again that you are meant for this. Definitely one day you're going to be able to do this kind of thing. But as much as many of us avoid, many people actually run away from it and choose a different whole lifestyle, and then boom, they get married tomorrow and it comes up. I don't think it's their fault that they get this calling and they choose to answer at that stage in marriage. Person said this is a good is a good reason for divorce. You know, the plan was never, I didn't bargain to be a pastor's wife, and then you wake up tomorrow and then boom, you're a pastor's wife and you're expected to become a perfect human being because now you're leading people and you have to be judged for every single thing that you do. Sometimes it's funny to me because I thought everyone wanted a God-loving and a God-fearing man, and nobody really wants to be a pastor's wife. What are your thoughts? What would you do if you were in that situation? Do you have a problem? Many people don't have a problem with it, but many actually do. And the fact that your whole life now is to be in service for the kingdom of God, which includes the society, both those who are grateful and ungrateful ones. Would you really divorce your husband because of something like this? I mean, marriage, for better, for worse? And it's not really worse, as much as the role of a pastor's wife is a really huge one, but this is a man you've built a home with, and then you are married to him. Is this really for you a reason for divorce? Which I doubt, because I know you'd never bargain for it. Funny enough, in life, from things I've seen around me, it's usually the ladies that said they were never going to marry a pastor that end up becoming pastors' wives. So you might, as you were saying, you might actually as well end up as one. But I don't really think it's that bad. Didn't you all pray for a God-fearing and a God-loving man? I think sometimes in your prayers you should be specific, but saying that your husband becoming a pastor in marriage is a ground for divorce is actually something that I would never be in support of. I mean, I understand that the role, you have to be perfect because you're a pastor's wife. You don't have to do that. You be judged for every little thing, for how you train your children, for how it's really going to take a toll on you. But this is a huge step. I think that there's a grace for ease that comes when you accept roles like this. The same way you are a helpmate for your husband. I think there's a certain kind of grace that God gives you because you are helping somebody fulfill purpose. And you might even have a calling, but because you're running from yours, God is going to make your husband a pastor so you can fulfill yours. I've seen this happen in many people's stories actually, because you're running away from your own purpose. So God is going to actually, sometimes it's funny, you know, in God's way of making you fulfill your own purpose, so He makes your husband a pastor, just for you to be able to fulfill your own purpose. So sometimes these things they are actually tricky, and if we look at it, I pray for grace for everyone who has been in that situation where they never began to be a pastor's wife and they ended up as one. And I'm sure you can attest that it is a beautiful journey for you today because you accepted that role. Alright? Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe. I am Benela and I love you.